What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Blaze, and we're back with another banger video. So we've been touching on a lot of different subjects these last couple of videos, but this one kind of stays on topic with something that we have been talking about somewhat consistently, and that's immigration. And this guy is a person who is trying to get some kind of buildings built. I don't know if they're houses or like some kind of office buildings or what, but he's basically, I would assume he's some kind of contractor, right? And he has a bunch of Hispanic workers who are working for him and were working for the people that he was trying to hire to build these buildings. And apparently, and this is California based, by the way, all of the workers have fled and they don't want to they don't want to work because they're scared of getting deported. So I'm going to give you my opinions after we watch most of this clip, if not the whole thing. Let's just go ahead and see what he has to say.
Update on the ICE raids from the perspective of a general contractor. I just had a roofer completely cancel on my job because he is picking up the pieces from all of his other job sites that got raided, and the crews are just gone. So I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and this is a roofer that I've been working with for years. It's sub, it's labor.
So it's Florida, not California. I apologize. But still, I mean, a lot of Hispanics live in Florida.
And I'm providing materials and working under my roofing license for my supervision. So it's how many of the roofers do it down here. And we were figuring out the final details, and I'm like, hey man, let's get that final number together. And I was kind of trying to figure out because he hadn't sent me the final price yet. I'm like, what's going on, dude? And he finally wrote me just now, and he said, I have to walk from this job. I cannot physically complete it because I am personally working on a number of roofs.
Now I want you guys to see how he ends this video and who he ends up putting blame on.
That the crews are just gone. So how is this helping us?
Right. Okay. So the reason I wanted to start with this clip is because I actually have a lot to say about this. So I think it's extremely hypocritical, and I've told a lot of people in my actual circles this because it's a real opinion that I believe. The people that are using the argument of how is getting rid of illegal immigrants going to help our country when a lot of our workforce, I won't say a lot, but a percentage of our workforce and laborers are illegal immigrants. And so there's obviously two very glaring problems to me when I hear that. So the first one being, that's essentially the same argument for slave labor. You're essentially arguing to keep slavery alive is the main point that you're trying to make. And now, yeah, they make pennies on the dollar. So essentially, if you want to say it's not the same thing as slavery because, you know, they all go back to their homes that have 10 people in it, that's made to have, you know, 3 people to 4 people in it, usually probably more than 10 people, because it's what they have to do to survive here. I don't see that as very fair. I don't, you know, if you want to say that's a life that somebody should strive for, I would disagree with you. And the second point being, those are supposed to be American jobs. We're not supposed to have this issue. I don't understand why the logic is not, why are these not American jobs, and why is having illegal immigrants affecting our workforce and our workflow so heavily that we're left stranded and wondering what's going on, and we're going to have to pick up the pieces. That shouldn't be what's going on. Now, it's the sad reality, and we all know that. I mean, we all understand. If you go to a construction site, or even somebody working on trucks, sometimes, especially construction, but even trucking, I can tell you personally, they're Hispanic. I've seen all the different types of nationalities, but I have seen Hispanics working on trucks. So it's something that I feel like a lot of people have the wrong mindset, and it's almost like they still have the mindset of like the holier than thou view. They have the view of, well, it's not fair for illegals because they've been doing this and that. Now you're getting rid of them, and it's not fair to them. And it's not fair to us, and you're screwing us. But that's not the reality of the situation, because it's not what. If you look at any other country, how it does. Does Egypt have a lot of Americans working in Egypt? Probably not. I'm sure they have some, because Americans like to get around the world. But I would say that if I would say that if they banned Americans, they probably wouldn't have the workforce problem that we're having, if you understand what I'm getting at. So, yeah, that's the end of the first clip, and let's keep it moving. White House, United States will impose 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China, all effective tomorrow. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's pretty big. You got to admit, that's pretty big. I want to know what the reason is. I mean, we know why the China thing, but Canada and Mexico's probably to do with the border and the illegals not wanting to have them sent back. Canada, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what the reason is. He sounds, I don't know about you guys, but he sounds like shit. He needs to speak up. Holy.
I was just with the president in the Oval Office, and I can confirm that tomorrow, the February 1st deadline that President Trump put into place in a statement several weeks ago continues. The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and a 10% tariff on China for the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country.
Whoa.
Of millions of Americans.
Wow. So that's interesting. So 25% on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China. But if I'm not mistaken, sure, the fentanyl was coming in through the southern border and through Mexico. Yeah, but wasn't it the whole thing was that China was manufacturing it? China was the one that was actually making the fentanyl. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. And if I am, let me know in the comments. But from what I understood, I thought China were the ones that were being blamed with producing it and then having it shipped through the Mexican border. Wow. And then Canada involved in that too. I haven't heard as much of the drug trafficking from Canada, but I'm gonna have to look into that and do some research, because that's very interesting that Trump felt like he needed to do that. Wow.
These are promises made and promises kept by the president.
Yesterday said that last night was planning to discuss whether exemptions be made on oil imports. Do you have any information on whether it's been made there, or will there be?
I believe he's talking about the Antarctica oil imports.
I don't have an update or readout for you on the exemptions, but those tariffs will be for public consumption in about 24 hours tomorrow, so you can read them then.
Wow. I mean, and I said it again in another post. Transparency is really what this White House is doing. A lot of people might not like what's going on and they might disagree with what the White House is doing. But at the very end of the day, you cannot disagree that transparency is being had. They're telling you exactly what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and how they're going to do it. I don't know how many of you remember KJP. Because, wow, it feels like, I don't know about you guys. It feels like forever ago that the Biden administration got out, because so much has happened in the last week. It is absolutely insane. And this guy right here highlights one of the just huge differences. I mean, not only accountability, but one of the things he doesn't say is the first thing that she's going to get up there and talk about, KJP, is herself. The very first thing she does is make it about her and the agenda that they're trying to push. And look at the difference between the way she talks and the way our new press secretary talks, which I need to learn the name of. I'll probably put it in the comments.
I am obviously acutely aware that my presence at this podium represents a few firsts. I am a Black, gay, immigrant woman, the first of all three of those to hold this position. How are we? Good to see all of you. It's an honor to be here with all of you. A lot of familiar faces in the room, a lot of new faces.
Look at that. She immediately, so do you see the difference just from the very get-go? Hi, this is who I am. This is all about me. Versus, hi, how are you? I see new faces. I see old faces. Like familiarity, comfort, things that actually make people want to be around you and follow your leadership. I mean, this is not... if you're asking me personally on a surface level, who would I rather follow? It would be this person, because this person obviously is focused and they're goal driven. I'm not so certain that this person is goal driven, more so reward driven. But anyway.
And President Trump is
Reward meaning rewards for themselves, being rewarded for all the things they've done previously and not continuing work. That's what I mean. Let's keep it going.
back, and the golden age of America has most definitely begun. The Senate has already confirmed 5 of President Trump's exceptional cabinet nominees.
Another perfect example of why DEI needs to go. Pay attention. When Biden's press secretary got up there, what was the first thing she was talking about? Race, gender, sexual orientation, yada, yada, yada.
And herself.
Trump's press secretary gets up there and actually starts talking about the Trump administration. One is focused on things that aren't their job, race, gender, sexual orientation, and the other is actually focused on things that are their job. Biden's press secretary led with her race, gender, sexual orientation, all that. Trump's led with focusing on what her job is.
And so that's one of the biggest differences. I mean, if you want to look, people want to say, why did Trump get voted in? Why did Hispanics vote for Trump? Why did I won't say majority of blacks, but a lot more black people voted for Trump this time around? Why is that? All right, we're going to throw in a funny clip just because all of the other clips that we've had are so serious and so, I don't know, motivational driven and inspiration driven. I want to have a good laugh. And I actually threw in another clip right before this that I can't show you guys because there are some things said in the clip that I unfortunately didn't watch before I was going to show you guys. And there were some things said that I cannot upload to YouTube. So we're not going to watch that video. We're going to watch this one instead. And we're going to cut it up into bits and pieces and kind of see the best parts. But this video is hilarious. You got to watch it.
Sir, do you think that men cannot have babies?
I can see why they call you Pocahontas, because you're really poking me. Look what is on these onesies. Look at these onesies.
Tell me these accents are accurate. Tell me this guy pretending to be these other politicians isn't accurate.
$26.99, which is actually a pretty good deal. I can't say that I do, though. I think you would look pretty good in that, Bernie, because you're a little baby.
Had a saying about people like you. He used to say,
Is her father Indian or something? I don't understand that one. I don't know who that is.
The science is not clear on that, but I can confirm whatever vaccines you took have caused full-blown mental retardation. You can go back in your wigwam and beat the crap out of your own.
Oh my God.
A dream catcher. We need a catcher to filter out all the crap she's throwing at me.
Oh my God. So yeah, okay. Obviously her dad, she must be of like American native Indian descent. Oh my God.
Do you support what is written on this thong? Available thong link. $99, actually a pretty good deal. I'm wearing two, actually.
Oh my God.
Like the type of guy who goes down on his wife while wearing a COVID mask. That is not true.
Of course, my cat wants to jump in my lap while I'm recording and not leave me alone. Thank you, cat.
Grab her, look how I grab her boob. 2 hands, nice and gentle. Of course, I sanitize them.
Oh my God.
On all 47 booster shots. Sure, ow, my neck is paralyzed.
Yeah, unrelated.
Poop my pants 3 times a day. I don't think that's related to you. I'm anti-mask, but I really would love to put a mask on right now.
are you right here under that Lizzo is not a skinny, beautiful woman?
Oh my God.
Definitely full of beauty. Well, what is written in tattooed studies
Oh my God.
Sorry.
What about
No vex, no problem. Did y'all see that? No vex, no problem.
a woman who was not allowed into a lift because of her weight?
A new rideshare app for morbidly obese people, and we can call it Forklift.
Transphobic and racist.
Go out of order. Out of order. Oh, I'm very triggered.
Oh my God. We'll call it forklift. Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. How does this clip end? We have to finish it. That's good. Okay. Well, Tyler Fisher, you just earned yourself a follow. There we go. Gonna follow that guy. Make sure you guys hit the like and follow if you did enjoy my content and got a laugh out of that at least. Hopefully you did. And if you haven't seen all of my other content, make sure you go check it out. We're uploading to a new YouTube channel now. It's not the old one. This is the politics channel. The old one is going to be the gaming only. So make sure if you're from the old channel, or maybe if you want to check out a gaming channel, go check out the other one. Yeah, so that's about it for today. We'll upload more clips tomorrow, and we'll see you guys later. Oh, and we are streaming tonight. Don't miss the stream. We stream live on Twitch and YouTube, 22 Blaze B-Ball, Y Try Blaze. Thank you very much, and see you guys later.